Have you ever seen a fish with a sword? Well, not a real sword, but something just as cool. Meet the swordtail, a classic favorite in the aquarium hobby, and for good reason. Their most striking feature is, you guessed it, the long sword-like extension on the lower part of the male's tail fin. This sword isn't a weapon, but a dazzling ornament used to impress females. It's a fantastic example of natural beauty and a key reason why they stand out in any tank. Females, on the other hand, have a more rounded, fan-shaped tail, making it super easy to tell the boys from the girls. Swordtails are originally from the freshwaters of North and Central America, thriving in rivers and streams with moderate currents. This heritage makes them incredibly hardy and adaptable, which is great news for both beginner and experienced fish keepers. In the wild, they typically have an olive-green body with a red or brown stripe running down their side. But thanks to years of selective breeding, the swordtails you see in stores today come in an absolutely stunning array of colors and patterns. You can find them in brilliant reds, sunny yellows, deep blacks, and even albino varieties. There are also fancy fin types like the lyre-tail, which has elongated fins on both the top and bottom of its tail, adding even more elegance to its appearance. One of the best things about swordtails is their personality. They are generally peaceful and active fish, always swimming around and exploring their environment. They do best in groups, and watching them interact is a treat. You'll see the males showing off their swords, flaring their fins, and chasing the females in a playful courtship dance. While they are peaceful, males can sometimes be a bit competitive with each other, especially if there aren't enough females around. A good rule of thumb is to keep one male for every 2 to 3 females. This helps spread out the male's attention and keeps the peace in your aquatic community. When it comes to tank mates, swordtails are pretty easygoing. They get along well with other live bearers like platies, guppies, and mollies. They also coexist peacefully with other community fish of a similar size and temperament, such as tetras, danias, and corridoras catfish. Just be sure to avoid keeping them with very slow-moving fish or fish with long, flowing fins, as the energetic swordtails might be tempted to nip at them. A spacious tank is also important for these active swimmers. A 20-gallon tank is a good starting point for a small group. But bigger is always better to give them plenty of room to roam. Another fascinating trait of swordtails is that they are bearers. This means that instead of laying eggs, the females give birth to live free-swimming baby fish called fry. A single female can have dozens of fry at once, so your swordtail population can grow pretty quickly. If you want to raise the babies, it's a good idea to have a separate breeding tank or provide lots of dense plants like Java moss or guppy grass in your main tank. These plants offer hiding spots for the tiny fry, protecting them from being eaten by the adult fish, including their own parents. Watching these miniature versions of their parents grow is an incredibly rewarding experience for any aquarist. Caring for swordtails is straightforward. They are not picky eaters and will happily accept a variety of foods. A high-quality flake or pellet food should be their staple diet, supplemented with occasional treats of frozen or live foods like brine shrimp, daphnia, or blood. This varied diet helps keep their colors bright and their bodies healthy. They prefer water that's slightly alkaline, with a temperature between 72 and 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Regular water changes and a good filtration system are essential to keep the water clean and stable, ensuring your swordtails thrive. So, whether you're drawn to their unique sword-like tail, their vibrant colors, or their lively and engaging behavior, the swordtail is a fantastic addition to the freshwater aquarium. They are hardy, beautiful, and full of personality, offering endless enjoyment as you watch them swim, play, and even raise their own families right before your eyes. They truly are a jewel of the aquatic world.